Well, if you were wondering, if folks at home were wondering where the cavalry's been, here they come now alongside us. The riot squad is moving in. So this is Metropolitan DC Police. We mentioned earlier that they were moving alongside the Capitol to support Capitol Hill Police. And now they're here in riot gear, batons out, helmets in place, and ready to move on the remaining people here as we move through them as well alongside them. Folks that they're encountering here, asking them to use compassion with the remaining people. We can hear them talking to the riot police, asking for compassion now. But you'll notice that earlier there was a lot of violence here, so you can be fairly certain these folks didn't come to play. Now what they're doing is deploying in a line formation directly opposite us, getting ready to start forming a line that moves the remaining demonstrators from Capitol Hill, securing the areas that are unsecure up to this point and getting people on their way, because as of right now, we're getting close to that curfew that the mayor of DC has put into effect. I'm trying to get a bit of an estimate of the number of officers we have here. I'm looking at a couple of hundred and growing right now. Ronnie, follow me for a bit as we walk. We're going to walk up a little closer to Capitol Hill. And the officers are moving now a lot more rapidly than they have been, with a real sense of purpose, as you can imagine, getting set to, with force, if necessary, move people out of Capitol Hill. Now, I think we can maintain our position forever, but we're going to maintain it for as long as we can, because we'll be moving too if these guys have their way. And who am I to argue with these guys? So that's what's happening right now. Come on, a little closer, Ronnie. Yep. Other side of the line, he says. Okay. Come on up, Ronnie, a little farther up. We're going to let the pictures speak for themselves for the most part, but you can see what's happening here. Riot police clashing with the remaining demonstrators who've been told to go this way if they did not leave Capitol Hill. They did not, and this is what's happening, as they knew it would, as they were repeatedly told it would. Flashbangs deployed, pepper spray deployed by protesters, and we believe by police as well. Some tear gas, we're told, that didn't deter them. The appeals of the president didn't deter them. The appeals of politicians and police locally and all over the country left them unmoved. Well, now they're moving. But you know, some of these folks are still standing fast. Some of them are continuing to defy police with batons and pepper spray and body armor, their helmets in place. And now more flashbangs as they continue to move people out of Capitol Hill. It's a dangerous, volatile situation. And the people here, where would you like me to be? Tell me. Okay, keep moving, he says. But that's moving me right into the smoke, right into the pepper spray. Ronnie, follow me. He's asking us to keep moving too. And so we will. The story's this way anyway, my friend. Come along. Quite a bit of smoke. It gets pretty acrid. That's what these folks are facing. And they're getting roughed up. I'm not going to lie to you. They're getting roughed up all around us right now. That is what this has come to. That is what our democracy looks like right now. On a day that was to be about the orderly transfer of power, the peaceful transfer of power in our republic. This is not that. They just hurled a tear gas canister back at the officers. The officer in front of me batted it down at my feet. Ronnie, take a shot of this right here. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're looking at. Our masks are in the car. Of course they are. Ronnie, let's keep moving. The smoke's not that bad. Not yet. But it's going to get bad. Unless everybody keeps moving, and that includes us. Ronnie, just hang out here for a second, right here. All they're trying to do is get these folks moving, as they've been asking them to do all day, as they take back Capitol Hill from the supporters of President Trump who've occupied it throughout the day, leaving the ellipse this morning, heading here, heading to the Supreme Court, as they had planned to on social media. This was not a surprise. Their movements, their actions were well planned and coordinated on Twitter. We watched that. We know this. So they knew too, law enforcement I mean, where they were going to go, to a degree what they were going to do. But no one could have imagined this. No one should have. There's a lot of profanity here right now, and I apologize for that, but this is where we are. Keep coming, Ronnie. People need to see this. Come on. All right, they're holding the line here and asking me to move back from it. Our security details in the shot a little bit. I apologize.
Gotta go.
Yes, sir. Where would you like us?
You need to get off the platform.
All right. Straight down the stairs, Ronnie. Watch your step. We're just going to come around the other side here. 4 layers of security around Capitol Hill. Roughly speaking, from my experience around here, breached by protesters who we are now among as they're pushed back by Metro DC Riot Police in support of the Capitol Hill Police, who've been at this all day, trying to clear the Capitol building, trying to make this place safe.
I guess we gotta jump the fence? Is that how you get out now?
Literally, I am having protesters, demonstrators who've been hanging out here all day in defiance of law enforcement now asking me, how do we get out of here? What do we do, jump the fence? Where do we go? What do we do? An hour ago, they were decrying us as fake news, telling us we were the enemy of the people. Now they're asking us for directions. Let's go around this way, Ron. I want to show the folks some of the other deployment of Riot Police here and the way they're moving folks out.
The fight's only begun.
The fight has only begun, some of these folks are saying. Ron, there's a good shot for us right here. We might just stop at this spot because police are really actually very politely asking us to get out of the way, but not being as polite or as delicate with some of the other folks gathered here, as you've seen thus far tonight. Guys back in Chicago, if you're still with us, I honestly cannot hear you any longer. So we're just going to hold our shot, and I'm just going to keep on talking until someone tells me not to. I hope you're still with us.